So, you want to know more about the Division 2, or maybe you already play the Division 2. In this video, I am going to... Initially, it was just going to be a review, but I have played this game. This is Pixie Willows. I've played Division 1, the first division, and I played this one for probably, I don't know, 3 weeks. Maybe you don't think that's a fair shake. Maybe you do. But basically, these are the reasons why I stopped playing after that length of time. Am I going to recommend that you play the game? Yes, I do recommend it because there was 3 weeks of awesome gameplay. The graphics are beautiful. There are many good things to say about it, but I'm here today to say the reasons why I don't play anymore and why I'm disappointed with the franchise in general, or we'll say, the first one and the second one. I am not a huge, shooters or shooting game type fan. Fallout I play. I've played, I think, one other game other than the Division, Destiny, other than the Division, that you actually shoot a gun in.
Press R1 button to go to settings.
So basically, when I saw the E3 for Division 1, I was so enamored and in love that it made me want to play a shooter game. Okay? And here's the thing. Part of what made me want to play it, they didn't ever follow through. Ever. In the first one, I don't know if you ever remember or if you did see the E3 for Division, if you ever looked online for the videos of the trailer or, what you could expect from the Division. One of the things was, we have a drone in Division 2, right? It's a healing drone. Well, this drone, they advertised or said or implied, let's say they implied that a player could log in on their tablet and be that drone. Never did that happen. Never ever. And I don't even know if they ever said, hey, sorry, we just can't make it happen. I never saw anything about it. But that's in part why I bought Division 1. Now, I overlooked it because the gameplay, everything was fabulous. I saw nothing wrong with Division 1. Nothing. And I even bought it for my guy, and I bought it for another person. So not only did I buy it and the expansions for myself and two other, I did it for two other people. That says a lot, when the game is that good. Okay, so then they started coming out with their expansions, and it seems to me that even in life as it is in a game, or even in a game as it is in life, the squeaky wheel always gets the grease. So what ended up happening? It ended up being more PvP and survival type and survival PvP related. I mean, as a PvE player, a main PvE player, I have nothing against PvP. I just don't do it as much as someone who is on the opposite end of the spectrum as I am. I play PvE mostly, and then I somewhat PvP. And then you have the PvP players who PvP mostly and somewhat PvE. So in the first division, they ended up with the DLCs really came across as more PvP related because the squeaky wheel got the grease. Okay? So here we are in Division 2. I was super excited. I loved modding in the first one. I loved modding all the little items. I definitely sound like a girl, right? I loved modding my stuff. So I was excited to be getting into this game. I was excited when they said they were coming out with it. That there was all speculation between my friends and I. They're doing this because there's just some things that they couldn't do in the first one. They just really wanted to improve this game, and in a lot of aspects, they did improve this game. I'm not saying they didn't. But um, one of my favorite things from Division One, and yes, I am one of those people who, okay, I accept change. I'm not saying I don't like change. I can adjust. But one of the things you took from me in Division One was the healing box. Oh, yay, you gave us the drone. The drone is easily picked off even by NPCs. I mean, come on, at least the healing box, you can mod it. You can have the area of effect larger. I know you have the hive and this and that in this game, but it's not the same. I'm not saying that I expect nothing to change. I'm just saying, okay, I was starting to adjust, and then I see that they have the NPCs in this game with it. So you took it from me, the player, who pays your paycheck or pays for your game. Let's just put it that way. Pays your paycheck sounds rough. I pay for your game. I pay for the content. You took it from me, the player, and gave me a crappy second alternative and gave it to the NPCs. Wow. Okay. So I'm leveling up in this game. Everything's great. I'm like, okay, the loot's there. There's definitely the storylines there. Content is here. Um, and you get to tier 5. You finally get to that level and you get to where, you're getting, okay, it's dropping yellow gear all over the place. Gold gear, whatever you want to call it. Gold gear is dropping in piles on top of you. Okay. And I'm like, well, where are these gear sets? And start discovering by talking to a friend of mine that came back into the game to play with me and talking to other players. It's not like it was in the first one. You made it more difficult. Okay, I get it. You're kind of wanting to make it more sparse, but okay, so it has to do with blueprints, killing bosses, getting specific materials, and then going back and crafting this, and then there's no guarantee what stats are on that. Why am I playing your game again? I mean, I'm all for working for my stuff, but that's just wrong and it's cruel. It is cruel. You don't make someone craft their own stuff and then don't even let them dictate what stats they're going to put on it. If you're crafting your stuff, you're going to take the time to do something like that. And you're not going to make them farm a certain boss however many times it takes just to get a piece of whatever material or several pieces of whatever material to make it. I mean, this is ridiculous. There was an update as I was coming back in the game. Maybe you've changed that. I don't know. But at this point, you've lost me. Not only have you lost me, you lost any potential sales that I would have given you from other people that I know, saying buying it for them or recommending it, or any future sales for DLCs. You will not get from me any future sales from, we'll say, Division 3. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not playing again. I'm not playing anymore. Basically, I feel like I've been lied to as a PvE player. As far as like in this game, if I take something I get when you go into an instance or a dungeon or a mission, whatever the case may be in whatever game, you keep going back in and the bosses have respawned, the bad guys have respawned. I get that in the streets that happens, but when, these areas that you take and then all of a sudden the gangs take them back over and you're playing King of the Mountain with NPCs, isn't that a little bit like PvP? I get you're trying to keep it, keep things going and keep things interesting, and you can level those up and you have a chance at more gear and things like that. But if it's constantly gold gear, then what does it matter? Because end game gear, the end result is you want the gear sets, right? So, okay, anyway, would I recommend for a player who's considering buying this game, getting it? I would. So if you're thinking about buying this game, or if you're wondering why, there aren't people in this game with you as much, well, maybe this is why, But this is Pixie Willows, and I am very let down by the division. Have a great day.